And it's live. Welcome back to Prem. I'm joined by Callum, and Scaifes is away this week. So we're football journalist, bum sniffer. You joined us.
Oh my god, I am actually a fucking pundit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I analyse football and arseholes.
Oh, it's going to be a long hour, this.
Oh, shit. Got a bit of an echo.
What do you mean an hour? You said we was doing 2 hours, Cal, just me and you.
I wish. I won't last 2 hours with you.
Are we actually going to talk about football? Or can we just talk about, like...
Yeah, we will talk about the Prem. I was trying to sort out an echo I had then.
No, but I mean, should we just talk about bums and that?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, God, you thought this was going to be a serious podcast, you weirdos.
Right.
No,
right,
God,
we will.
Sorry.
We'll jump in.
No,
it's good. No, do you know, honestly, I'm hearing like everything 20 seconds later. That's kind of fucked.
Have you got your own stream open on another tab?
Right, I'm brain dead. I had my YouTube stream up. Okay,
Yep.
This is
Give me a job. Pitch side somebody.
we're very professional around here. Yeah. Anyway, right. Okay, we want to talk about. I want to talk about because I thought it was interesting. Who's leaving first out of Arteta and Pep? Because Tom, a few weeks ago we had a conversation. I said I think Pep would be gone at the end of the season. I think you said in 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I feel like it depends on the charges.
Yeah.
Because I don't see where he goes.
Yeah. Well, Italy's in the mud. I
don't see him as someone who wants to stop, or like, does he want the Spain job? I feel like that just doesn't scream Guardiola to me. A national team.
When's his contract expire?
I think it's end of the season. Or no, is it two? I don't know, but I just feel like if the charges do get dropped, which is probably likely, if we're being honest, I could see him staying for a couple more years and just absolutely doing like 6 in a row or something and getting 2 more champions. I don't know. Feel like that, and then just cementing himself as the greatest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think he goes when his contract runs out, whenever that is.
Where do you think he goes, though, Cal?
He might not go. He might just do what Klopp's done. He might just say, "Oh, I want a break," sort of thing.
Yeah.
True. I don't think
it's not going to be shorter money, is it? It's not like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't think money's not his motivating thing, though, is he? It's
winning.
Yeah, I feel like he's a bit of a freak, and he just wants to compete and win.
I do think it's kind of a good time, though. If you want to leave City, I feel like they're kind of getting towards the end of that cycle of everything you've built. And I know, like, the Haalands and Fodens are there, but like, if you were going to leave, like Fergie timed it well. He took Van Persie, got the best year out of him, and then he was like, "Right, I'm off." Yeah. They're on the slide. It was a good time to leave, but I wouldn't have ever thought Arteta would leave before Pep, and now I'm starting to think, they've had 6 years building. This is year number 6. They've had a good 2-year run. They put the pressure on, and now it's kind of going backwards again. Has
Arteta been there 6 years,
mate? He's been there 6 years, and look, they're back to being below us. Their results stink. The football stinks. And now Edu has upgraded to 3rd in the table with Forest, Champions League winner as well. Like, fair play.
I thought you went to Olympiacos, or is that just all linked?
I think it's just multi-club model, isn't it?
It's just with the I don't know. Arteta's a strange one. I feel like I thought they'd win the league this year, but they're so bad to watch. Oh,
you just want to fast forward them.
Yeah. And when you're not getting the results, and my big thing with them is, I don't want to hear the excuse of Erdegaard. One player can't make you that bad. It shouldn't. Not for a team who should be challenging on all fronts. But yeah, when you're not getting the results, you can't get away with that type of football. And what was bad about the Newcastle game was, like, Rice had a bad day with his set pieces, like his deliveries, and they didn't create anything. So are they just relying on set pieces, and they're meant to be challenging for the title? That's like pitiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like just keep Saka quiet, and And if you're okay at defending corners and free kicks and you keep Saka quiet, you will not lose that game. Yeah. It's like as simple as that. There's not really anything else on offer. But you had Pulis at your club. Do you think maybe Arsenal could have been looking at like a Steve Clark or?
No. It's weird though, isn't it? Because I think Carragher was on about it. He tried to play the City way, and they couldn't beat them. So he's now trying to go the other route, isn't he? With just big, strong, strapping young men.
I got a bone to pick with that take from Carragher, though. I can't lie. So because he compares him to, I got a bone. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with him. The comparison to Mourinho. That's insulting. Yeah. That's insulting. Though. He's Rafa. He reminds me of Rafa, how Liverpool used to play, more than he reminds me of like us.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think Mourinho. I think like post 2012 Mourinho is like that, but pre 2012 Mourinho wasn't like boring or he was. They didn't concede goals, these teams, and they were really hard to beat, but they weren't not exciting. They scored loads of goals. Chelsea, Inter, and Madrid did.
Yeah, it wasn't all corners and free kick. Like, it's mental watching Arsenal.
Porto won the Champions League winning 3-0 in the final. Like they didn't just scrape past teams or win 1-0, but I feel like because Mourinho could do that, like the new camp with Inter and that, they could park the bus. I feel like he gets stuck with that, which isn't actually correct. Until his later days, like United, Spurs, he was very boring and defensive, wasn't he? But that's just him not evolving with the modern game, I'd say. But
I find City boring though now.
Yeah, you've always found them boring, haven't you?
No, I used to like them. I like them mainly for John, but like I just find the recycling possession and all that stuff tedious. I think it's shit. I hate watching them. Like, when they play each other. They are at like opposite ends now, aren't they? Because Arsenal set up, but it's so crap.
I know what you mean.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't. This is my least favourite City team to watch. I love that like Sterling, Sane,
man. Sane and Aguero.
Just like it's speeding, isn't it? That's what you want to watch. Like Liverpool are probably the best team to watch.
Yeah, two proper wingers.
No, Spurs probably the best team to watch, along with Liverpool and then probably Chelsea, but
Sunday won it. But other than that, we've been quite fun.
But I feel like United infect others with the shitness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was AIDS ball,
they
mate.
They can bring you down to their level sometimes.
Yeah, but someone who didn't get brought down to that level was Moises Caicedo, and I think in the absence of Rodri, it's fair to say he's the best midfielder in the Prem. He's the best midfielder in the Prem without Rodri. Obviously, he's not there. He's no longer with us.
People painted him, though, as being shit because of the money that he cost. When he weren't. He was one of the best players on the season for Chelsea.
He's not better than De Bruyne, is he?
But De Bruyne is never here, is he?
Yeah.
I feel like De Bruyne, I've seen in the last year, I saw him away at Newcastle, and I haven't really seen him other than that.
Yeah, he just pops up in like Feb, doesn't he, for that little run, win the league, and then gets.
He's classing it. Yeah, he's classing it, but I just don't see him enough. Like, those players are better players.
I think Caicedo's been the best midfielder in the league this year, alongside I'd say Gravenberch and who else has been good? He's been good. Elliot Anderson for Forest.
Kulusevski's kind of been midfield, but he's been brilliant, man.
Since he's dropped into that like 8 role, he's been really good.
He's kind of left Madders out the team because of it.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
I don't think that's a crazy shout. I think Caicedo's probably been the best in the league this season.
Yeah. Mate, I think Arsenal got the wrong one. They could be in a different position with Caicedo as opposed to Rice. Like, I think Rice, they did not buy Rice to take corners, and I feel like that's what I watch.
I don't think Declan Rice I think he's an 8. I don't think he's a 6. Well, I think he's a better 8 than he is a 6, personally.
He's a centre-back, and you know it. They're all centre-backs. He's a centre-back.
No. Declan Rice, he's a really good ball carrier, and he's technically quite underrated, I think. But I want to see him further up, not mulling around his own half. But, yeah. Arsenal are really... But to answer your original question... Pep will leave before Arteta, I think.
I'm going to go Arteta. I think
Arteta's got too much. He's got too much in the bank.
What's in the bank?
Just that they trust him, and I understand your point of view, but the bottom line is he has taken Arsenal from a team who were barely even getting in the Champions League to a team who are consistently challenging for Premier Leagues getting to the latter rounds of the Champions. Okay, quarterfinals, but it's still latter rounds. Unless he goes out early in all the competitions this year and finishes like fourth, he's not going. There's going to be no pressure on him.
If he comes fourth and wins a Carabao, let's say, would we be kind of looking at it going, next
that is
season,
a crap season.
That's a bad season for Arsenal. Arsenal have to finish in the top two, I think, for their standards and for their level and expectations. And they need a run in the Champions League, like a proper run, because they were shocking in that last season as well.
But what's Liverpool's expectation though? Because if we're saying that, because City are going to be in top two, aren't they?
I think they're already above it.
Yeah, I think Liverpool are. I don't think Liverpool would have expected to win the league this season, and they might. But I think they would have expected to challenge. Let's not forget, Liverpool only dropped out in like March, April last year. They were top of the league for most of the season. But I think Liverpool have got a better chance in Europe. I think they'll really.
They just don't drop points either.
Yeah,
they never drop points.
And no one looks great. Like no one at the moment. There's not one team I feel like this season that's looked like, like someone that's a standout, and they just look the best by a distance.
I do think Liverpool have looked the best though.
Yeah, in the league. That's what I mean. I'm saying, but Real Madrid haven't looked like Barcelona have looked good, I suppose. Barcelona have looked good, yeah.
Barcelona have looked really good. My picks for the Champions League are Barca or Liverpool, personally. I think it's also that having that pedigree in it. Like Arsenal don't have that pedigree in Europe, which City struggled with that for a few years, didn't they? Where it's hard to explain, just having that.
It's the bollocks, mate. It's the minerals.
It's just like it's almost like the feeling of belonging there. Like Arsenal don't feel like they belong there when they get to the latter stages. I feel. I
know you don't want to hear this, obviously, as a West Brom fan, but like Villa, you can feel like they do, even though that's like 40 years ago. You can tell, like the Bayern game. You know, Arsenal couldn't beat Bayern, but Villa had no problems.
But also a lot of that is it's a bit like when a new team comes into the Prem, like Blackpool or Luton, and it's all like exciting and new, and the crowd's up for it. Like Villa Park's going to be bouncing for a home game against fucking Astra Gugu, whereas Arsenal won't be because it's like
I don't know. Arsenal hadn't played in it for like 6 years before that.
But there's no atmosphere at big grounds, anyway, is there?
Yeah, I know, but let's not fucking lick Villa's arse on here, otherwise I'll leave. So, but no, I can see Villa doing well in Europe. I think they're suited to knockout football.
Well, so
it's Emery as well. He's been there and done it, and Arteta just has not.
I'd back Villa to go further in the Champions League than Arsenal.
Oh. Could it be Emery back to Arsenal?
No, I don't think he'd leave. I just don't think he'd leave.
No, that's fair.
No chance. He's got the thing with Emery as well at Villa. He's got control of everything. So he's got control of like transfers, everything that goes on at the club. He genuinely manages the club, and he's just got. They love him. He's got total control. He can do what he wants, and they're rich. They're filthy rich. Villa, their owners.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I think they're here to stay.
They are. They did get slapped around by Spurs, but we gave a bit of credit to Spurs already. Kulusevski's a good player. Solanke did well. But I want to get on to the relegation before we dive into the quiz in a bit.
Wait, that's all you're gonna say about Spurs?
What do you want me to say? Look, they lose. Okay, right. They lose to Palace last week, and then they beat Villa this week. Is that not just really Spurs? It's Spurs, isn't it?
But what? It's almost like football, and results can happen that way, and things happen, shit happens.
Oh no, it's okay, right? And then Brighton, but then you have West Ham. Like Spurs are as schizophrenic a side as you can get. Like Ange football, when it's good, it's great. But then Spurs' DNA just seeps in, and it has too many Spursy results.
Too much against Ange as well.
Yeah,
I like Ange. No,
you don't. He's quality. You don't give him any respect.
I've said to you, I like Ange, but Spurs' DNA is too much. I said that I think Ange could take over from Pep. I wouldn't rule that out. Like I think that would be quite cool anyway. I think it would work more. But what Spurs are, and you can see it when he lost to Brighton, you can see it when he lost to Palace, the look on his face, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this club? Why can't I change this the identity of this club? Because they want to Spurs. There's like this, I don't know, it's like a subconscious thing.
They'll win something this year.
No
like
chance.
Carabao, maybe?
You don't way. No, they'll win the Europa League?
Maybe.
How's it work with the teams dropping out now? The Champions League teams?
No,
I don't think they do.
No one dropped in.
Oh, maybe then.
Spurs win the Europa League for sure, and they'll probably win the Carabao Cup.
I could see like a Porto knocking Spurs out. I can't lie. Like,
they're not at Carabao.
Mate, Porto are horrible to play.
Spurs are way better than Porto. What are we doing here?
No, agreed. But I think like Arsenal are better than Porto. But last year, Porto took them to pens. Like they're just one of those teams that's just. It's like an Atletico Madrid, but Europa League level. That kind of vibe. I don't know. They're not nice to play.
That's a fair shout, but don't worry. I know you don't want to hear it, but
I don't have to worry about Spurs, man.
Spurs are going to win a trophy this season, lad.
Okay. I've heard that one. I've heard that one for a while, and
they'll probably finish above you as well, which will that'll hurt even.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. It's Spurs. Like they'll have these results, but then the following week we know what happens.
Have you played them yet?
No, not yet. But that's a nice 6 points a year we get. That'll be good.
I shouldn't have said that.
When are you playing them?
Oh, that was silly.
Well, no. Factually, Chelsea most years pick up 6 points against Spurs.
When do you play them?
December, I think.
Don't act like you haven't got it written on your wall.
Yeah. I'm ticking off the days to play Spurs. No, I hate Arsenal more than I hate Spurs. As much as Chelsea fans. Yeah, most Chelsea fans hate Spurs more. But I think it's because I grew up with more Arsenal fans. Like Spurs fans know they're Spurs. Arsenal don't know what they are. They're like, no, we don't bottle stuff. And you're like,
yeah, but also Spurs fans don't hate Chelsea as much as they hate Arsenal and West Ham. So it's a bit cringe.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, please hate us.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like you're with Villa.
No, Villa hate the Albion as well.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No, Albion and Villa is both our second derbies. It's neither's first.
Well, yeah, this is Birmingham. Yours is Wolves, right?
All right, Callum, I'll make a fucking video about how fucking close you live to the stadium, you twat.
Yeah.
I'll get Bill Footy Ramble on here.
I got fucking banned for that as well. What a joke.
Did you?
And you had the John Barnes scandal last week.
Yep, true. I am a racist. In case you didn't know.
What did you do about John? What was that?
I fucking love John Barnes. Not to do with John. I love him.
Wait, no. Callum said
that I'm a certified racist.
Callum said Vinny's being a bit of a knobhead, and
because Vinny's
cancelled.
Vinny's a cock, and people crying that it's racism that he's not won it, which it isn't.
Oh, do people make videos saying that?
Yeah, no, tweets. It was tweets.
I made the video, but it got put on Twitter. Obviously, got nabbed, and then that one blew up.
Oh dear.
Like, people claiming I'm a racist, which I am, but they don't know that, which is the most annoying bit. Like, come on.
Right, you brought up Wolves. We're talking, and relegation scraps is something they're a part of this season. It feels like.
Yeah.
It feels real though. What are your mates saying about Wolves?
They want O'Neill out, but they haven't won. They haven't won in like 9 months.
It's 20 games, isn't it? Or 1 in 20.
They haven't won a game
in
9 months.
It's crazy.
But he just keeps talking about VAR. That's all he's talking about.
And do you know who it was against?
Us.
No.
Luton.
Oh, I thought it was when they battered us.
So, mate, they're the thing with Wolves is all right. As much as I want to laugh and go, I really, really don't think they're going to go down. I think they've got too many good players, and I'm seeing enough from them in most games. And they have had a really tough start.
Yeah,
and the other day they should have won. Really, I think that would have hurt them a bit throwing that away when they went 2-1 up. But they've now got like Southampton. Then I think Ipswich. Their run now is make or break. So if they're in 3 weeks' time still on like 4 or 5 points, then he'll have the chop anyway. But when you got players like Cunha, João Gomez, you're going to be all right.
Even that Andre bloke looks all right, I think.
And Lamina and Ait Nouri, like they've got some good players, man. Like Cunha was unbelievable the other day against Palace. He should have had about 5 assists, and Strand Larson looks quite decent as well. But yeah, I don't rate Gary O'Neill. I think he's really overrated. I think just because he spoke well on Monday Night Football, everyone started licking his arse. But he was shit at Bournemouth. He was lucky to keep them up. They really overperformed their XG in that. Like, I think they got a bit lucky. Then he got the sack and everyone was crying. He was, you kept him up. Well, look at them now; they're way better. And yeah, with Wolves, the way my mates describe it is like under Nuno. No matter who they played, no matter what the score was, no matter whatever, they always felt like they was in a game or they had a chance. Whereas with O'Neill, it's like if they go like 1 or 2 down, they might as well just pack up and go home. It's a bit, yeah. So yeah, but I still think the 3 that have come up will go down.
Yeah, well, Callum, you were this season. You were hot on, like we just spoke about O'Neill maybe being an overrated manager. Look, you boys are Coca-Cola men. You're N Power men. So Kieran McKenna. No, I'm not. I haven't got the pass, man. I can't be using that. Yeah. Kieran McKenna, though, I wasn't as aware in terms of what he did at Ipswich, other than going back-to-back promotions. But everyone was saying how this guy's top tier. He's linked with top jobs in the summer. They haven't won yet.
They're rubbish.
Yeah, and they made a lot of signings.
They're nowhere near Prem level.
I don't know. I don't think the gap is that big with them.
Really is.
Southampton got their first win before them, and I wouldn't have called that, if I'm honest.
But they're a red card and 2 minutes away from beating Leicester. They're on wrong side of a dodgy decision.
You are signing Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, but they didn't, did they? That's the point. Like, do you know the amount of times when we used to first come up, it was, if we'd just finished this chance, but we didn't. That's why we are where we are. Like, Ipswich should see that game out or finish it off, but they don't, because mate, it's not Ipswich's fault. They've back-to-back promotions. It's like impossible to stay up in the Premier League. They had to sign too many players just to be slightly competitive in the league. Like, they've got no chance of staying up, in my opinion. No chance.
Oh, no. Come on.
Name 3 teams worse than Ipswich?
Southampton and Leicester.
Definitely. Leicester aren't worse than Ipswich.
Yeah, they are.
Leicester are picking up points.
In what world are Leicester worse than Ipswich, Cal?
I think Ipswich have got a better team than Leicester.
What based on what? Based on what?
I think they create a lot more. I think they finish a lot more. Defensively, probably not as good, but I think they're scoring more goals than him.
Leicester have scored in every game.
I'm getting it up.
Vardy's been going nuts, to be fair. He's like,
I bet you Leicester have scored more goals than Ipswich this season, for sure.
Oh, they actually have. Right, ignore that bit. But I still think they create more. I genuinely do.
I also don't even think that's true, but Leicester don't play naively like Ipswich do. Oh, let's try and fucking outplay Arsenal. Or City? Or...
I disagree with that. I think he's changed how he's gone.
Do you think he's
not the same as they did in Championship in Prem this season?
No, obviously not, because they don't have enough of the ball, but they still try and.
They didn't have loads of ball anyway.
You are.
They didn't have loads of ball in Championship.
No, but they had more of the ball than they do in the Prem. Cal, come on.
Is it a bit of a company job? Is it a bit of a company job?
I think it's me being stubborn, because if Ipswich can't stay up, I see no hope for anybody that gets promoted.
No, but I was going to say they've had the back-to-back promotions, and then what they bought basically all the best players in the Championship with Jack Clark. Hutchinson was good for them. Liam Delap actually looks really Prem level, to be honest. But like next season, even if they go down, they're set up to go back up.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Especially if they keep McKenna. But Cal, you need to just let it go, mate. You did it with Luton last year.
Yeah, but Luton were close.
But so were Blackpool. These teams aren't good enough, Cal. They're not good enough. And look at Luton now.
I think you've just got to have blind faith in them that they can do it.
Luton fluked promotion in the first place, but then, like I said, when teams are new to the Premier, it's exciting and the atmospheres are bouncing and things happen, and you give teams a game, but the amount of teams they gave a game, and what happened? They lost. Oh yeah, but they only lost by 1. But they lost. And it's about getting points in the Prem when you're at the bottom. And if Leicester at home, you've got to win that game when you're 1-0 up in the 95th minute. You've got to see that out. Otherwise, you're never going to stay up.
Do you think Southampton are better than them then?
No.
I think they're the worst. But I was going to say, Leicester. You brought up Leicester. Leicester are getting points on the board.
Yeah, Leicester the only ones with a chance.
Well, they're 2 off United, I think, Leicester.
That's not bad, is it?
So they could, they could be all right. It depends. I think they're the most likely to stay up. But
Cal, who's your 3 to go down then? Because you also said Cov we're going to be top of the fucking champ. So I don't know.
Have you seen them recently? They're kicking on a bit now,
lad.
They're kicking on big time. Then I think they're up to 13th. Then Southampton and Leicester. I think Ipswich are better than both of them.
Right. So who goes down? 3 go down, not 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wolves are better than Ipswich, so that's the thing. They're the closest to them, aren't they?
Points off. I said Everton at one point, but not even them now.
No chance.
Palace.
Palace are not worse than Ipswich.
I'm at Palace.
They're actually, do you know what? The more you break it down, it's quite depressing that it is going to be those three, isn't it? Like, yeah, I don't see how.
No, I agree with you, Cal. Especially as a fan of a team in the Championship, it's the gap's getting too big now. There's too much money in the Prem. There's too much of a disparity. It's impossible unless you're not impossible because like teams can do it all. But I think it's going to start becoming more regular than the three that come up that go down. Which, to be fair, as much you think it happens more. It's rarely happened since the Prem started.
It happened last year. The last one without it were us. It was like 98.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you're living in cuckoo land if you think.
I actually am. I'm fully admitting I'm living in cuckoo land.
Mate, I really want Ipswich to stay up because I like Sammy Smodics. I think Delap's a good player. I think Kieran McKenna's a quality coach. I like Greaves. I really like Leif Davis. I like them as a club as well. I think they've got a good fan base, but I just can't see it, mate. I really can't.
It's just like, even if they go down, this whole like, oh, you're building a super team for Championship. Luton is shit. When they've come straight back down, they lost Barclays and the Canberra's injured. They kept like Morris and Adebayo. Sheffield United might go back up, but then they're going to come back down again because the quality.
They've got Alfie Gilchrist. They'll be fine.
Oh, I think the only hope really is for a team to stay up is probably Leeds because of the money
I agree with.
What are you guys doing with Matt? I see Madger bagging most weeks, but
no, we're rubbish, mate. We can't create anything.
We got Styles and fucking Devante Cole.
Fucking hell, mate! Don't get me started on them pair. Jesus Christ! But yeah, we're punching above our weight. It's like if you actually break down our players, we're not that good at all. We shouldn't really be top six, but the league shit. The league is shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get on now to a quiz. Tom is a debut guest, actually, we've had. Usually it's just me, Callum and George. But on the TikTok, we usually do quizzes. We usually do guess the players. So I've set up a little competitive one between you two. If you want to put a wager on it, that's up to you guys. But
I'm all right.
I didn't have a prize.
No, thanks.
I went on, just to put in, sorry, you know that Generation Football? Have you seen them lads?
Yeah.
With the roulette and they do the. I went on their podcast last night.
How was it?
Fucking mate, that one guy is a freak.
Is that what Scaifes went on?
No,
that's that Soccer Archive, I think.
All right.
Yeah, they're not
background one.
These lads aren't that. I mean, they've only got a few thousand followers, but I'll watch all their stuff, and they messaged me, and I was like, "Yeah, fucking get me on there, boy." But you'd be good on that, I think.
Yeah, I got that tism, man.
Yeah,
Tobes is actually a bit weird.
Right. Yeah. Anyway. Number one, this is not a guess the player. The first two questions are not guesters. They're just road questions. But we had Van Nistelrooy at the weekend as interim boss celebrating in the 70th minute because he'd won it in the last minute. But who was the interim Arsenal manager before Mikel Arteta?
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know that. I know
got a clue.
Go on.
Freddie Ljungberg.
It is Freddie Ljungberg. 1 point to Thomas.
You know, he was supposed to come to Barnsley.
We
bottled it, because he had a really good Euros, and then he went there instead.
Oh, what you mean? Not as a manager? You mean years ago?
No. When he were a player, we got promoted, and we were supposed to buy him. He had a really good Euros, and ended up winning there instead.
That's your Zidane Blackburn moment.
Yeah.
All right. Number two, very recent. Harry Wilson scored a great goal last night, but he also scored a very great goal in a huge cup upset in the Carabao Cup in 2019. Who was that against?
Where were we at?
It's Man City, wasn't it?
It is not Man City.
Man United.
Oh, it is Man United. Yeah.
No, it's all right. Let's have Tom have two goes before I have a go. That's how we play a game.
Sorry, I didn't know what we were doing.
You got to jump in.
No, I want to
jump in.
I was going to say Chelsea. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Yeah.
Then?
It was Frank Lampard at Derby. That's when it was.
It was a free kick on it.
Yeah, banger. Right, now we're getting to the guesses. This is what everyone's really here for. But we've got guess the player. The first club is Galatasaray. So these are alternating guesses, obviously.
Icardi.
Drogba.
It is neither of those. The second club is Brest.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm a Brest man, but I rate arses, as Giggs famously said.
Gail Kakuta.
Oh, it's not. Good guess.
I ain't got a clue. Batshuayi.
It is not Batshuayi.
He's a slag, isn't he?
Third club is Marseille.
God, this is Drogba. Ben Arthur?
It is not Hatem.
I ain't got anything. I'm skipping again.
Nothing. All right. Fourth club, Fiorentina.
Oh my God.
So you got Galatasaray, Brest, Marseille, and Fiorentina.
Victor Moses.
It's not.
I've Micah Richards.
No. But I've got fifth and final club, and then I'll get to the clues, is Bayern Munich.
Luca Toni.
It's not.
Oh.
There's some overlap there, though. So you got Galatasaray, Brest, Marseille, Fiorentina, Bayern Munich.
I'm going to need a clue.
All right.
I'm skipping again. I'm absolutely washed.
He reminds me of a pirate. He had a bit of a pirate.
Is this a player from when like dinosaurs were kicking
No.
about?
We all know him. We all know him. He's a bit piratey.
Van Boyton.
No, it's not him. No.
A bit piratey.
Yeah, he's a bit. Rawr. Well, he doesn't sound like that, but he just looked like a pirate.
He's got one eye.
Kind
Davis.
Kind of one eye. No, not Edgar Davis.
He's got a wooden leg.
No, okay. We recently had a lot of tears about Vinicius saying he was robbed of a Ballon d'Or. This guy also felt he was robbed of a Ballon d'Or. I didn't think he was robbed.
So, wait, start again because you broke up.
Oh, sorry. So we had Vinicius recently saying he was robbed of the Ballon d'Or, basically.
Yeah.
This guy at a time.
Oh, it's Ribéry.
Yeah, there you go. It's Ribéry.
Oh God, that's.
Do you know what I mean? He's a bit piratey, isn't he?
Yeah.
With that one.
No, he's just an ugly bastard.
I think Tom's already won, so we'll make all the other ones double points.
Yeah.
I'm the host. Right, number 4. Guess the club. So not player this time. First player. Oh, Pascal Sagan.
Arsenal.
It is not Arsenal.
Just tell me, who is that?
Oh, he was so bold.
He was so bold for Arsenal.
Who did he play for, Tom?
I don't know. Other than Arsenal, he's French.
Yeah,
great.
They're both correct.
Marseille.
It is not Marseille. Second player is Giuliano Belletti. What a player!
Roma.
It's not Roma.
PSG.
Not PSG. Third player is Rodri.
Villarreal.
It is Villarreal. Very good. Very, very good. I didn't know Antonio Valencia was there.
We have somebody that's played in like last 20 years.
What?
What, Rodri?
Rodri?
Yeah. I've only got one club to go there. One guy. I don't know who
Right. Callum, you're fighting for your life here. Fifth and final question. This is a specially designed question for both
quadruple
of you.
points, this one as well.
I was really
you
proud
can't
of
get whitewashed, lad, on your own channel.
Yeah.
It's in my channel.
This can't be. This is just protect the whitewash, but it's guess the player. And the first 2 clubs are West Brom and Barnsley.
Oh,
Darren Moore.
Yeah. It's not Darren Moore.
Shit.
Devante Cole.
It's not Devante Cole. Third club, Brighton.
Nah. Nah. I gotta go.
This is not Dinosaur, by the way, Cal.
I only know like 4 players that's played at us.
Joe Mattock.
It is not. The fourth club is Ipswich.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Oh. You've been at your first team and your second team now, Callum.
I have got a clue.
Is he a goalie?
He's not a goalie.
Oh.
He's not a goalie, but I can tell you between West Brom and Barnsley, he only scored 1 goal.
it's a defender, and
Or is it?
The Brighton thing's proper throwing me.
There's enough. To be fair, I've got a lot of clubs here, so
yeah, go on.
It's none of the current ones though.
Birmingham.
Oh, Jesus,
Birmingham as well.
Chris O'Grady.
No.
Delroy Facey.
No. Next club, Leicester.
Lloyd Dyer.
No.
Has he only got one goal?
I wouldn't focus too much on that. I just meant as in West Brom and Barnsley, he only scored one goal. Then the one goal was at West Brom. He didn't score at Barnsley.
I ain't got a clue. Genuinely. Shackle. Was Shackle there? Was Shackle at your?
It's not Shackle. I have no idea who that is, but it's not him.
Here we go, centre half.
Go on.
Okay. Newcastle.
Mate, what?
So you got
Gale.
It's not Dwight Gale, but you got West Brom, Barnsley, Brighton, Ipswich, Birmingham,
one goal,
Leicester, and Newcastle.
Yeah, but it's one goal at us. Like it could have gone somewhere else and scored. No,
he said he only scored one at West Brom. Gale scored loads for us. Is it Andy Johnson?
It's not. Was Andy Johnson at West Brom? I don't remember that.
No, he's a midfielder with long hair.
Oh, right, okay.
Andy Gray?
It's not Andy Gray. Next club, Burnley.
What is it? Jay Rodriguez?
No, he scored loads for us. What the fuck? Is it Brian Jensen?
It is not Brian Jensen.
Jesus.
This is mad because when you know who this is. Right, next club, Leeds.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my God.
Stumped him.
Why can't I think of who this is? It's not Darrell O'Shea.
No.
How many games did he play for Barnsley and West Brom?
He played 7 for Barnsley.
Oh, for
and he played about 12 for West Brom.
Oh, Jesus! But even just thinking,
I was looking for overlap players that play for both of you.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I need next again.
Yeah, go on next.
Next is the final club.
Oh God!
Forest.
Is it Chris Wood?
It is Chris Wood. Yeah,
fuck.
it's Chris
I
Wood.
didn't know he played for Barnsley.
Yeah, you loaned.
Years ago. I didn't know he'd been at Brighton. I was stuck on that rate.
I remember
Brighton, Barnsley, Ipswich, Birmingham. I think were all loans, and obviously Leicester, Newcastle, Burnley.
He didn't score for us, did he?
No, not one goal.
He was rubbish for us as well.
Rubbish for years.
Apparently, he said he was too slow. I read some interview yesterday. It was like Steve Clark said he was just not cut for it.
Yeah, he was rubbish when he comes through the academy. But yeah, fucking hell, I would never have got that because I didn't realise he played for Barnsley.
Yeah, he's tearing it up right now. He's prime Barclays. But yeah,
he might be the best player in the world.
Him and Welbeck are going for Ballon d'Ors at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually class. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there, guys. Hope you did enjoy that. Make sure to check out Cal's channel. It's linked in the description. So is Tom's. Tom, post a video.
And the bum sniffer.
Do it. Yeah, bum sniffer needs to post more content, man. But
what do you mean on TikTok?
No, on YouTube. I linked to your YouTube channel. I looked at it. I was like,
why don't you post on there?
Don't know. Bored. Can't be off.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. In a bit.
Right, so what channel is this?
It's Tobes.
Where's he gone?
I ain't got a clue, but it's Tobes' channel.
Wait, so you and Scaifes just joined for the crack?
Yeah, we film. Scaifes don't do anything half the time. I do Prem predictions every week.